So last year, did you create that perfect business plan based off your business goals? And in this last year, you haven't lived up to those numbers. Your business has gone stagnant, maybe even gone back a little bit, or it didn't grow at the speed or at the level that you want it to. Well, you know what? That has happened to a lot of people. And you know what? After, coaching with literally thousands and thousands of people and seeing who makes it and who doesn't based off those business goals, I feel that I have found a number of gaps and a number of missing links between those who hit their goals and not. So I'd like to share with you a couple of those today. I mean, there's literally like a dozen missing links and gaps in those business plans. And, I'm going to just go over three today because I just like the number three. So, number one is people create these random business plans with no purpose or passion behind the number. They say, hey, I'm going to create a business plan off of $100,000 net income. Why did you choose that number? I don't know. It's a nice even number. No, you don't believe in that number. You're not going to follow the numbers that you came up with on the business plan. Or you say, okay, I create a business plan off of netting $1 million. Wow, okay, awesome. Why'd you choose $1 million? Because the instructor said cross it out and 10x it. Well, do you believe in that? What are you going to do with it? I don't know. It's just a good number. Okay, where's that plan now? I don't know. I think it's in a drawer or on a shelf somewhere. People are not connected to the metrics of that business plan and what's it going to do for you personally and professionally? How's it going to affect your income, your home life, and all those around you? So once we can get some vision and emotion behind what those metrics are going to do, as in volume or units or appointments, conversion ratios, once we make that connection to your purpose and your passion, that's when things really start to happen. So creating a random business plan and pulling random goals out of midair, those are the people who it looks good on paper, they don't hit it. So number one, if you want to hit those business goals and follow up on a business plan, you need to create a purposeful life plan. So, that's why I created ARETELife. Arete is an ancient Greek word that means excellence in all things, not just one area of your life. I mean, would you agree if your home life, sometimes business struggles, home life would struggle. Maybe it affects your mindset struggles, you don't want to go out socially it struggles, then you don't take care of yourself and affects your health, and etc. They're all linked together. So it's all about creating that purposeful life plan. What do you want all those different areas of your life to look like? Let's figure out monetarily what it would take to support that perfect life plan for you and nobody else but you. It doesn't matter what the other agent's doing or what you see on social media or what your parents think it should be. What is your purposeful life plan? And let's build it for you, personalized just for you. And if that personalized life plan comes up to you making $413,000.16, and then let's build a business plan on the $413,000.16. Now you're going to know what doing this is going to do for you personally and professionally. So the biggest mistake is creating that business plan without a purposeful life plan put in place. So that you need to do that, number one. Number two, you may be growing personally and professionally, right? You're doing all this personal development. You're growing your numbers and you're doing a lot of things to take care of yourself, and you're growing this way. But yet at the end of the day, you still feel a little anxious and a little stressed out and not fulfilled. Well, that's a number of different things. Number one, do you know what your purpose is? Your purpose, why are you here? Why were you created? What is that big why for you? What fulfills you? So you can excel in a number of different areas, but without living up to that purpose, then what's the point? You still feel unfulfilled. Now, you may be growing and hitting all these goals, and yet you're still a little stressed out at the end of the day. Well, psychiatrists have proven that the greatest source of internal trauma or stress is whenever our outside actions and behaviors are not in alignment with our internal goals. Once again, nothing causes internal turmoil or stress more than when our outside actions and behaviors are not in alignment with our internal values. So number one, have you identified what your values are? So I encourage you, you may write these down. Number one, have you identified what are your values? Number two, what are your non-negotiables? I would identify what are your top 3 values, and we call those your core values. The next is, based on your actions, not just intentions, based on your actions this last week, did you honor your core values? And if not, what got in the way? And what is within my control I can intentionally do this week to make sure that I get back in alignment with my values? So we may be growing in other areas, but if you are not living up to your values, your brain knows it, your mind knows it, and it will beat you up and make you feel like crap, even though you may be succeeding in these other areas and metrics in life. If you're not living up to your values, you will know it, and you will never truly be fulfilled. So, it's creating a life plan before the business plan. In that life plan, you need to identify what is your purpose. You also identify your values and make sure that you're living in alignment, congruent with your values. If you're on a team working for an office, are you in alignment with each other as well? And then the last one I would say, a lot of people, we talk about, okay, what do you want to learn about? And people say, okay, we want to talk about mindset or habits, and then we'll talk about time management. That's the common word we use, time management. Well, there's no such thing as time management. You cannot manage time. You cannot speed it up. You can't slow it down. You can't buy more of it. No such thing as time management. What it is, it's life management. If you don't manage your life, everybody else will. Your customers, your clients, employers, employees, your spouse, your partner, your kids, they will if you don't. So in your life plan, you're going to identify what are your priorities. And then you figure out, instead of just time management, it is priority management. So priority management. Do you get up in the morning and go straight to email, and then you're just following what everybody else says to do on email all day? There's a phrase that says, your email inbox is a convenient place for everybody else to put their priorities. Are you just following everybody else's priorities and being reactive all day? Or are you identifying what your priorities are right now in your life, in all the different areas of your life? What are your priorities this week? And intentionally making sure that your priorities are locked into your schedule and you fit in everything else, instead of everything else fits in and you take care of your priorities if it's convenient. I tell clients all the time, they say, hey, these are my top 3 priorities. I say, awesome, show me your schedule. And they go, what? Yeah, show me your schedule. You show me your schedule and I will show you your priorities. Have you identified your priorities, and have you locked them into your schedule? And are you honoring that schedule and honoring those priorities? So once again, if you have created a business plan and created these business goals in the last year that look really good on paper, and they didn't come to fruition this year or at the level that you would like them to, then we need to reassess what you're doing, or you're just going to take another business planning class and have the same result. This year, you need to create a purposeful life plan, an ARETELife plan, which means you're looking at all the different areas of your life. You're identifying what are your values and what are you doing to live up to them, and are your action steps in congruent and alignment with those values? And have you identified your priorities in your life plan, and are your priorities in your schedule, and are you living up to that schedule? So once again, if you want to have different results in your business this year, I'm calling out to all small business owners, entrepreneurs, salespeople out there who you are in direct control of your results. I would say, don't do the same thing over and over again. Let's do something different this year. Let's create that life plan, that ARETELife plan, identifying your purpose. What are your priorities? What is that vision? Looking at what you're doing right now. Where do you want to be? What's that path look like? How do we create that dream team to help make it happen? And identifying those key metrics in your personal life and your business life. And then we're going to track, review, and improve. So once again, avoid the gaps, avoid those missing links. You know what to do. Now let's do it together. Take action. Make this year the best year ever. Whenever you're making those small changes in all the different areas of your life, day by day by day, that's what creates an ARETELife.